This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
And the better so Awal Mohammed Hudu translate or the Africa stories no other stories no ehun and so abre yen. Awal, why crowd?
Yes, Sergio.
Okay, mami ntiu kakra.
Sergio, was the indication edited by said the medical tuja in my headline. Moise Katumbi is going for the presidency at the Democratic Republic of Congo. Na se obia nimna Moise Katumbi ubia team na ni di edit TP Mazembe no Sergio ono no ye the owner and bankroller of the team. Na Sergio sawa no so unim se Moise Katumbi ankasa ne papa eye Greek Israeli. Ni papa a Greek Jewish. Of free the Holocaust during that time Adolf Hitler mo etata Jews for no. So freewa no bedu DR Congo Sergio. And he was married to a royal in one of the provinces in DR Congo. And through that marriage, you know, enenya the Dean Moise Katumbi no. As Sergio initially, na the Dean at the Moise Nisi Soriano. Ne papa ne di Nisi Soriano. But also during the time when Mobutu Sese Seko the president in DR Congo Seju or embarkee one thing of friend the Africanization of DR Congo. Se yenyi dia brofudi nienche the regional usual traditional names no. That was the reason Onwa Kasa Seju Onwa Seseko na Nkasa o changing the din from Joseph Laurent Désiré to Mobutu Sese Seko Kukumbengu Azabanga. So Moise Katumbi oyinidin ne surname of Nisi Soriano and okofa ne mamedin Katumbi. Na sejo so obekaya in 2016 he made an attempt to contest for the presidency of DR Congo. But unfortunately when yakwan entimi an contesting because not there were indications that he was being harassed. There were jail terms ananka epese de ne tum or exile. Besides that not death threats so ewo. So unfortunately, after say went to me and contest, the elections were held in 2018, and the current president Felix Tshisekedi, NOD, sa winning sa election presidency now. Currently, the president, and that was then time when Joseph Kabila, Kabila main neba wacha since Kabila's death. Why the president of DR Congo no free so? Who said you Moise Katumbi and Kaso besides now oye governor of a province called Katanga. Oko Katanga na a province bi o DR Congo very rich in gold and Seju very rich in gold. Obia already human already regional geography. Say the Katanga province is one of the provinces very rich in gold. Na Seju honum rich history in DR Congo. In 1960 when the country was granted independence by the Belgians no. Not there was a governor around that region, Moise Chombi. He was fighting Premier Kasavumbu, no, president, and then Patrice Lumumba, no, the prime minister. And he was being backed by the Belgians, the independence, and this brought about what Mobutu Sese Seko when he took over the presidency and killed Patrice Emery Lumumba. So a very rich in terms of culture, in terms of history, in terms of natural resources. Na Moise Katumbi, no the governor of that province. Sese Opeso make attempt to the presidency. Now, so you moye nipa miensa and omobe contest for the presidency. Oko DR Congo, the governing union for democracy and social.
So we politics.
Yes, like any politics maker.
Moise Katumbi is more important.
Yes.
Because of TP Mazembe connection.
Yeah.
Omo money contest they say politics.
I say omo money
sports near the
election.
The uncle next one. Moise Katumbi is the here man for because of a president. I said upon we had upon we are so bobo. We on a bank ruler of TP Mazembe.
Yeah.
So already story in here. Other contestants in the here. Maybe the uncle next story.
And then Folomenesi Ebemusti Nadia Lali.
Okay.
Omuno mubohu. Sana game na koye na Ali wenu akoye omu last stop in terms of the competition. Omu do this stage biya ya na omu like omu nyakwan enko to the finals no. Na omu a tradition and history when it comes to meeting Brazilian sides. In 2006 omu shia Internacional.
Okay.
Eluzuye. In 2012 omu shia Corinthians. Eluzuye. Omu shia Palmeiras in the last 2 editions near Chelsea, Al Hilal, but that one was a 3rd place game. Mushia, and no Mushia Fluminense, way a debut the FIFA Club World Cup because Omonji Copa Libertadores, we ended the first time. Now, interestingly, Omo with the experienced players, Obekase in terms of Brazilian football as a whole, almost squad Nankasa, only German Kanu, the only Argentine, the squad no. Good old and experienced Marcelo, our part and parcel of Real Madrid's success story in Europe over the years. A part of Fluminense team no. We are non Frima, Felipe Melo so also another experienced guy. Waba within the Fluminense team no. Waboga Galatasaray, he has been in Europe. The success story one of the things I will in Brazilian football, but unfortunately Brazil 4M fan channel in 2010 wabra onya that red card against Netherlands. Niema Netherlands eshomo in quarterfinals, reached the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup no. Honestly one of the guys, Paulo Henrique Ganso, who was also part of the under 20 team in Brazil near Shomoji and Wabaye Similanda or Sevilla. He's also another experienced guy on the part of Fluminense team no. So with all these guys, I think say Abed Diam and Nadia Lali, especially they find it difficult playing against Brazilian sides. Yes, they were having the opportunity of beating Al-Ittihad, no more Benzema, no more N'Golo Kante, no more Fabinho, but they defied the odds and they beat that Saudi Arabian team now in that competition. But against Fluminense, it promised to be a very, very tough encounter for Nadia Lali. Yes, Ohe Hussein El Shahat, one of the top guys were performing over the years in terms of Al Ali appearance of the FIFA Club World Cup. No, Ali Malul onye any experience behind in terms of this competition, but Anthony Modeste red card no, one of the things I how in that game Al-Mushi Al-Ittihad wabra onye that red card no, so no man here off. This game now, so it's likely Mahmoud Karaba will be given the opportunity to lead the attack. But with the experience of Fluminense, I see them beating Nadia Lali. A big surprise to me if Nadia Lali beat Fluminense and make it into the final. So Yamibo Chinaman City, any Urawa Reds, bebo the other game. So and the main game is Nadia Lali against Fluminense the FIFA Club World Cup. So we be 6 p.m. Saudi Arabia, King Abdullah Sports City Complex. No.
So Awal Mohammed Anusia, Nipo Otoso Miensa obe winning 2,000 cedis no bones the number no ebeto edwa. Enti ye train star 256 star 2 hash. Awal Mohammed Anusia na third winner no the number no APA star 256 star 2 hash dial na select number 1 Kessben FM Kumasi na paucho ebetimi ama we need 20 million Christmas na eba ebia ne and also star no eba be shine the other be urambia no 5 Ghana cedis 5 cedis enti umfa muhumrem na awa no si amba be draw no sisi awa.
So Sergio, AFCON baso, but there were a lot of domino effects. Here some of the other players ebe free ho omo clubs akwa kobo national team. Others make key plans. Now here adia buy ni mun say ka Juventus person omo ko sign PL Emil Halbier. No be the team no, but AFCON baso no because of Yves Bissouma any Pape Matassa absence no at Tottenham Hotspur ebema midfield na depleted. So ama set Tottenham ebe Tom Pierre Emil Højbjerg na mana ko Juventus no Sergio e konkon ho because they can't afford to miss these two guys. And Ange Postecoglou ebe take over the team this season no. Pape Matassa has been one of the favorite guys in terms of the books of Ange Postecoglou Tottenham midfield. No? Besides that, Yves Bissouma has also been an integral figure. Unlike during Conte time, Wabrana Rodrigo Benteke and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg are the main men deep in midfield. But this time around under Ange Postecoglou, those two African guys, the Malian international Yves Bissouma and the Senegalese Pape Matassa have taken over the midfield. But in January, Omo absence felt. Besides that, the possibility of the longevity of the competition. Likely Senegal might end up in the semi-finals. So Banasa, Pape Matassa better keep barely 1 month of the competition. And imagine if Mali also reach quarter-final and semi-final. Yves Bissouma also be dearly missed. So Ebema Tottenham midfield now depleted. So Ama Juve the plans are more for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, somebody in the team in Seju. enya maso because Tottenham Hotspur enya nya margin so be manako Manuel Gonçalves Angola coach Seju ono the 23 man squad ni na ba
okay
on chain ono what 27 on fan the rest of the phone or the 23 man squad ni na even pending the deadline the 3rd January ubia in the squad in the because or the 23 man squad na or the call AFCON ewo Ivory Coast no aba so Sergio Omon fan to some near Mohammed Kudus this weekend. Her performance or done the West Ham at the London Olympic Stadium when they defeated Wolverhampton Wanderers by 3-0. Or no any Jared Bowen and the 3 goals no ina. Or no scoring on 2 occasions, the first and the second goal, and then Jared Bowen also scoring the 3rd goal. Emma West Ham a share by 3-0. Sergio, I think Kudus now could be valued around £130 million. If person back for Kudus there by this consistent performance or done it. Sergio, baby, I have say to me, Tom once I see the 150 there, then why not Kudus?
Oh, so a mistake, and Chelsea,
oh, okay, so team no normal did value now too so, and a jogging club.
Team did value now so one out there too so.
Yeah, man, I'm there.
West Ham there too so, and I say
West Ham the one young fan. But Sergio, per the results that Kudus is giving right now, if super open call for the services there, you have to wait a bit. And I say, Obekwa also supplements you. As I saw this can be break. So it was a wonderful performance. Sergio, this week, as I said, Jordan, are you and Timmy feature or Crystal Palace or more encounter? No? So it was Jeffrey Schlupp who featured for Crystal Palace in that game against Manchester City, giving that assist to Mateta, cannot and it ended 2-2. In the championship, and Leicester City ball game. So Fatawi Saku young camp. And then Southampton 4-1 Omonya Kamaldeen Sulemana or feature Jesse Krawan Shake also injury concerns. And then Uko England Kwame Dupofopoku in the feature in that game against Peterborough winning 1-0 against Fleetwood. Yanko Spain Nyanko has Samuel Obingo now for La Liga 2 side Huesca. They went away and lost against CD Ferrol by 2-1, racing the Ferrol by 2 goals. So the penalty. No? Even though Inaki William also featured in the 2-0 win for Atletico Bilbao against Atletico Madrid, he had around 7 point something. So Inaki did well. Ohemaka Onyaye. Abdul Mumin also featured for the team Rayo Vallecano, but unfortunately they lost 1-0 against Osasuna. And Baba Idris and Suebemu in the 46 minutes for the team Almeria against the former team Real Mallorca. Dauda Mohammed was an unused substitute for the team Tenerife, even though they lost 3-1 away. So you call Germany Christopher Ncheje Ebemu in the second half. VfL Bochum 3-0 win against Union Berlin. He came in the 72nd minute. Patrick Pfeiffer also came in the 90th minute. Ewo Augsburg 1-1 draw boy against Dortmund. And Oko Bundesliga B now. Jan Jamirani team, Nuremberg, any Hamburg, boy. Hamburg, Ehonomsa, Stefan Ambrosius, and then Ransford Yeboah. Stefan Ambrosius played the whole 90 minutes. They won 2-0 away at Nuremberg. And then Ransford Yeboah, they said, Shejisi, Wama. And Kwesi so the team Osnabrück about goalless against Hector Bellerin. So in Italy, I think Felix Afina Jan say was say Nyamin Sino Kakra.
Okay.
Or free injury no long term injury no Cremonense ye share league na say no nyamba, but last weekend he came in the second half. This weekend also he came again in the second half. But in the Italian Serie A, Emmanuel Jesse Eboma to Empoli, the team Omokoluzu 1-0 against Torino. And Ibrahim Suleiman so the team Omokoluzu 2-1 against Napoli. Or Cagliari was an unused substitute. Felix Afina Jam on Oba in the second half in the 75th minute against Ferral Pisato. Yes, the team Cremonese Ecology by 1-0. Oko France, did you Sergio after getting the red card in the first game? No, this weekend on your coin Esiakan team no Le Havre etna a home Eshe 3-1 against Nice. So Andrea you came in the 64th minutes. Salisu the team Monaco any Esnesnianam team Olympic Lyon and a boy. So Salisu team no Omutinefie Monaco they lost by 1-0 against Lyonnais. Baby Enesuyama every chair. Enesuyama every in the 83rd minute, but Salisu there about the whole 90 minutes, Abdul Samed Salisu on the team lens winning by 2-0 against Stade, but around 90th minute Omu Unifrim. Ali do said in so ball the team Clermont Foot Omokoluzu by 2-1 against Olympique Marseille. Sergio in the League 2 Gideon Mensah and Elisha also feature Moxe. They won by 2-0 against AC Ayasu. But Gideon Mensah, the second half for Muyi Nifrim. Nicolas Opokunso Ebom and the team, Amien, Omoko draw against Rhodes by 2-2 draw. Sergio Yonko Belgium, Nenko Joseph Pencil go no. Joseph Pencil scored one of the goals. Omonia a 4-0 win. The team Genk, share 4-0 against FC Kortrijk. So Joseph Pencil go no. And a treble and a man for no. So ni compatriot Christopher Ba and a Bayi Nifrim in the second half around 76 minutes. And now Oyini Frim. Isaac Noon so feature man the team cast open, but they lost 2-0 against KV Westerlo. Kamal so and so bemu in the 86 minutes for the team standard Liegi. And Sergio Yonko Portugal Nenko Emmanuel Boatin go. The team Rayo Ave against Vizela. So on no take and they were down by a goal to 0 and now equalize here. Sergio, what kind this boy? No, Getafe. I remember hat-trick be or share Barcelona. That year na Barcelona ebe come beating. Omo person mo yet to say Arsenal ni bie. But Getafe defeated Barcelona by 4-3 in that season. And this boy scored hat-trick. He made a move to China and after na wasaba back ewo Europa. Sisi over Rayo Ave. And I think he has been called before some couple of times, especially during Kwesi Appiah time. Wabra no ye coach. And I think so one of the guys SSM monitor no. Because since Chris Hilton time Kwesi Appiah free or the SJU ye nine chipium or one of the guys and to be playing the Portuguese league there only league no so and it's only Porto mo, only Benfica mo and all the other teams like Sporting Lisbon mo, any Braga Sporting no nebo. The modern mo so there were a couple of goals. Yababeyi ewo ni team no. Sergio Oko Switzerland atizigi team FC St. Gallen any FC Zurich. Daniel Free ban yemu team any share this weekend, but Atizigi's team prevailed by a goal to 0. And then Oko in Netherlands Ibrahim Sadiq on the team PSV end of in Ebeshe the team AZ Akma by a goal to 0. Barbara Man Sufichae Emma the team Pauk Thessaloniki and they won by 4-0 away. And then Lumo Agbenyanunsu Emma the team FC Kifisia and there's another Ghanaian Andrew Stete almost winning by 4-2. Sergio Yanko Cyprus Yanko Patrick Chumesi Gomno. Patrick Chumesi Gomno na Eche Eguho on the screen no. The team Paphos lost by 2-1 against FC Kamiotisa. And Sergio, there were a lot of other Ghanaians who featured. A lot of them. So Yentimin Kanina. So but team of the week no Atizigi in post Ali Dusedu on the right, Gideon Mensah on the left in the terms of defense, Stefan Ambrosius and then Nicolas Opoku before the center of the defense, And then Akwesisibo together with Elisha Owusu before the midfield, So leading the attack, Inaki William on the left, Mohamed Kudus on the right, with Emmanuel Boateng and then Patrick Chumesi leading the lines for the team of the week.
This guy, how is he from South Africa?
Sergio, onye been now. Oh, bench nkwa. Unim said the whole of this season, Shasi Onyanda go back okra.
Emmanuel Rusty, pal.
Emmanuel Rusty. I was making this indication. Say, Afcon na yebekoi. We at Tizigia, Felix Shea should be the number 2 goalkeeper. Felix Shea of Mediama.
Okay.
He should be the number 2 goalkeeper.
I see.
Then the rest of the three, Abdul Manaf.
Okay.
Abdul Manaf Nuruddin. Richard Ofori, Joe Wallacott, near Yumobako.
I see.
Oh, her consistency. Says Manaf Nuruddin.
Experience, exposure. Then why can't
Sergio
Afcon level?
Felix Shea has been playing with Nadia Ali, RCR Belouizdad. Oh, but CAF Champions League. Who's Afcon I didn't Sergio?
Oh, okay.
Oh, but Afcon CAF Champions League. Who's Afcon I didn't?
So are ready to feature for the Black Stars?
Sergio. At least, especially that game against Nadia Lali, like I raised him to high esteem, Sergio. At that level, to be playing against Percy Tau, the Carabas, and then giving those wonderful, especially in the first half, Onone Nadia Lali in a ball game, until around 66 minutes, on Beshe first goal,
And this is started for a team. And son, what man about Black Stars?
It should be. Sergio only said Wallacott the whole of calendar year 2023 on also Nyanda game.
Okay.
The whole onukra de ne de no kra won chen kra o compare Manaf Nuruddin and Richard Ofori mo kra de ye chen no kaka.
Okay.
Because mo they often times omunya jesi she.
I may worry no kra Richard Ofori because on likely say a feature for the Black Stars.
Yeah, like he has been in terms of the goalkeeping side no there. Ono na what Black Star no ache omunyina. Yes.
That's a to bench that's only been that.
Yes, Veli Metusia at Tuno, omo team no in Orlando Paris.
Okay.
So I think said the medical cano. If we want to be serious in this AFCON, there is no way we will be going to AFCON near Jai Felix.
Kessben 3.3 live on Kessben television. Awal Mohammed Yemfa Unsiha Nafi. The Akano, the local stories.